on Hanwha's composition. And please no Bard. We've seen this Bard Ezreal attempted too many times. I'd much rather see this. Like, what is Bard's magical journey going to do for you in this comp? Karma, much more consistent and giving you some push in the lane, and also being able to add some additional shielding and healing for those later team fights. Works great with Viego and Aatrox.
A little bit more movement speed. What I'm worried about is that Quantum Freaks don't really have the front line or the stall potential this time around. A following, especially with so many very popular players moving over to this team. Viper and Zeka were already extraordinarily popular.
Uh-oh, Bulldog, you're dead.
No, it's such a cute corgi, don't do it! Oh, okay, well, he's made it back to his team. There we go. In goes Delight, finds two different knockups as Viper with a high-value Q, and Taeyoon, the sacrifice for his corgi! And now he's going for his first gank. See whether he can actually get something done here as Zeka taking the easier way out. He's going to be stopped here on his way back through. Fast Bomb doing a fair bit of damage.
Here in this mid lane, Peanut rotating bottom side here to try to punish this Karma Ezreal push.
Oh, and they are sticking around as well. There's the Flash Twisted Advance. Grand entrance as well. Special delivery.
And is up here. A bit of a roam from Delight, and DuDu could find himself in trouble.
We're not going to find the Q, but still going to go all out onto DuDu here, whose World Ender is now activated. Oh, another Q going to go wide here as now Doran could be in trouble. There's the flash, and DuDu just turns it. And yeah, everyone turned up, but DuDu's got friends too. And so that is just a solo kill for the Aatrox, an overextension for Doran.
And they actually are able to, from this, take a gold lead in this game.
Yeah, really nicely done here by the Quantum Freaks. Peanut has to flash to get himself out of the way here as well. The people on Hanwha Life Esports low enough to actually be able to go in.
Let's see what he says, actually, when this Q misses.
Top,
he said we're fighting top.
Yep, just head up here. Oh man, avoiding that.
I'm gonna go for the kill. And grab him, try to grab him.
And the Drake, Chemtech going to be up and available. Delight taking a little bit of damage as now Cuz trying to pressure him out here. Battle Dances aplenty. And True Shot Barrage, fair bit of value here as well, as Viper could be the one in trouble, has to use the Killer Instinct just to escape. There's a lot of buttons being pressed here as the Rocket, that one avoided.
To slowly take this Drake here. DuDu also commits teleport top.
And Doran this time able to break the chains and find himself a Q, but he's still losing out on this one. DuDu just chasing him down. Conqueror gonna get procced. Q's working out. Doran.
Yeah, it's really problematic if Hanwha Life Esports starts stacking up those resistances against the Corki damage.
Oh, Taeyoon gonna get jumped on here by Viper. He's trying to find some of these autos, standing his ground, but there's the charm and there is the death. So the Ezreal falls yet another time. Yeah, Viper can always follow as well, which is a little bit of a shame. As now Peanut, he might get slowed down, but Andil is the one that's in a bit of trouble. The Inspire only going to speed you up for so long, and Viper from Doran as Delight is just keeping his eyes on DuDu, making sure that flank does not happen. And Doran just walking into them, trying to split up this fight as best they can. And now the Nature's Grasp comes in. Andil is going to be able to use that Mikhails to get himself out of the CC. And now it is a fight for this dragon. They instead decide just to back away, trying to get DuDu out of there. The decision of looking at the items.
Yeah.
And I was like, perhaps we're
maybe
not
something could happen, and it's like, well.
Oh, there's Cuz getting knocked up. Emperor's Divide going to throw him back there as well. Has to use the Heartbreaker, and man, the damage from Bulldog is massive. And Zeka is going to be taken down as well. It's a double for the Corki. And now Taeyoon, he might be in trouble. Voidseeker is going to seal the deal there. But it's still looking good for Quantum Freaks, and now DuDu has turned up. Doran, can you make that Thornmail work? Because the rest of your teammates are in a rough spot. Nature's Grasp coming on through, and Bulldog, he has had enough. Rockets now flying in. Doran trying to keep his 80 carry alive. Will the Supercharger be there? There it is. And DuDu says it does not matter as he flashes forward and puts him down. That's so much money.
This time it's Prio that Hanwha Life has going to this dragon fight. And it's very difficult for Bulldog to get in here.
Oh, Doran thinks he might have caught Bulldog, but he has package. He's always so safe. Can often just get out by pressing W. That big one avoided as in they go. Oh, once again, Taeyoon just picked off.
If they lose control of this pit for just a moment.
Yeah, Doran actually mitigating some CC there, but we're going to see a potential fight as Peanut They're taking the tree for a walk, and now the grasp is going to come out. He gets
Ina wants to make something happen on Taeyun here.
Oh no, come on. No. Is he dead again? Well, there's Twisted Advance, and yes, he is. He very much is. Really dead.
28-07.
Yeah, he'd read it already.
And that's Baron. You know, you got teleport. Let's see if they can contest. I think it is very difficult to do so.
Yeah, Cuz has stolen things in the past, right? But they do have eyes on him. And look at how tanky Doran is. There goes the Baron, and now the fight might be on. That Q's going to land, and DuDu is delivered to the team. That could have been a dangerous thing, and he survives for a long time, but it's Viper that takes him down. Now Cuz is desperately trying to get away, but Doran lands 2 Qs in a row this time. His eye is well and truly in.
Some of that MR pretty high with these items.
Well, Kwangdong Freaks actually made their way out of the base. This Drake being started up at Soul Point for both teams. Not exactly the most pivotal. They don't want to let Hamalife continue stacking these up. Look at Doran, he's a brick wall. And there's the Emperor's Divide into the backline. It finds DuDu, maybe not the optimal target, stays alive for so incredibly long, but it does not matter. Bulldog's gonna die. Doran just throws a sneaky Q over the wall. And now they are just playing with their food. All of a sudden, Hamalife Esports are just way too big.
Way too big. So much money. 6,000 gold ahead. His Cuz is just going to slink back to the base here. Teleport comes in from Zeka to end. With this Gnasher's Tooth and the elixir he's picked up, he is just going to rip through it. Not much you can do here as Kwangdong Freaks. This is the beginning of the end.
Certainly is. Nexus turrets are going to fall, and look, if you were going to write down a list of things for Kwangdong Freaks to work on, I don't think it's necessarily the mid game. I don't even think it's the early game. Maybe the first 1 minute, that was a problem in this particular one. So much less stressful, right? Because he just has a way of positioning around these fights. As you can see here, goes in, executes Arndil, stays out of the way of DuDu, and that's why having an Aatrox delivered to your team, sometimes a death sentence. This time, it was a clean sweep for Hamalife in the final moments.
Yeah. You know, one of the ways that a bad team fight often ends is a carry getting engaged on. That almost never happens to Viper. No, it almost never happens to him because he's got a strong team behind him and his positioning is fantastic. A very quiet and
yeah, well, I think that this might have something to do with the fact that Kwangdong Freaks put up way more of a fight than they were expecting, right? This isn't the big celebration. This is the, oh man, wow, they made us work for it. And that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, there's a little bit of discussion here about the game itself.